Go.
Welcome to Rugby Magazine. I'm Kevin Ferguson, Money Man, and I've got Zels with me. Zels, let's get into it. Yesterday I'm at a pub.
Yes.
Funny that.
An Irish guy, an English guy, and a Scottish guy walk in.
No. Well, yeah, kind of. We were watching Liverpool versus Arsenal. Big game.
Okay.
Big game.
I
Big
love
occasion.
hockey. Oh,
And then they turned the channel over.
what? To what?
To two South African women rugby.
Same time as the Lady Boks. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Lady Boks kicked off at 4:30.
Yep.
And there was an initial groan, but then there's only 10 minutes. There's only 10 minutes to watch, and there was like this. Wow! Yay! It was like an infectious thing that happened to see these Lady Boks punch well above their weight,
Fantastic.
and it was fantastic. I didn't complain very much at all. Just like, yeah. But well done to the Lady Boks
They were
beating Italy.
outstanding, man.
And Swayze, can you not? Could you just not be happy for him?
Exactly.
I mean, you just see the emotions, the women. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Classic sports story, wasn't it? Put in the
Yeah.
hard work, be the
I-
underdog and win.
Hopefully, on the show we can show some of the emotion of these women with the hugging and and what it meant to them, and certainly what it meant to this country, because it wasn't a men's game in terms of like watching the Boks and the exhilaration of that. But to turn off a Liverpool game against Arsenal without people really burning the place down and watching the Lady Springboks
brilliant.
achieve, wow, what a great
Brilliant.
thing, huh?
Yeah, South Africans love winners. That is definitely a common trait of South Africans. Anytime you see a South African team representing the country and they're successful, especially against the odds, our people love that sort of stuff. So I love the groundswell of support for the ladies. Hell of a result for them to beat Italy. Huge challenge coming up against France, but they have qualified for the playoffs, which was their mission going into the World Cup. And who knows, man? In a knockout game, ask Dominici. You could knock over the Giants in a knockout game. In France, 1999.
I'm not sure who they
All
play
Blacks.
if they get through, if they win or lose, but you'd certainly be looking at this to recover for the next test, because I think France will be in 15-point favorites to win that game. But hell of a job by the ladies. Well done.
Great stuff.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Now, we have to get into the other part of the show. For you guys out there, I'm not a Yank. All the guys have said, when are you getting the tattoo? I said, it's next week. We got the film crew coming. They said, yeah, so is Christmas. Well, fucking, what comment is that? We know Christmas is coming. You know I'm getting the tattoo, which I've gotten. And,
Man of his word.
Well, I'm a man of my word. I'm getting used to it. Not loving it, but getting used to it. So,
Kev, I think we need to keep these bets with the tattoos going. I mean,
what do you mean? Like, come on.
I'm really enjoying it. I like the fact that if there's something in it for me now, even if my team doesn't win, the sort of bogey prize that I get to enjoy is watching you go for a tattoo. So if there's anything you can think of for this week, maybe this All Blacks Springboks test has got something in it.
So you want to see me? You're talking about tattoos, but what I can say is that I'm a bit unbalanced.
Right.
I've got 3 tattoos, 2 and 1. 2 and 1. So there's room for one more.
I mean, there's definitely room, Kev. And,
so should I look at a gauntlet thing out there?
yeah, I think you should. I think you should look at some of the options and
See, I think Mark Keohane thinks that I'm trying to get every
that
tattoo.
is the word on the street, Kev. You're trying to be fully global.
Backbeat, word is on the street. Yeah. Okay, but
So let's get into this test. Let's get into this test and we can work it out. So we've got the big one of the weekend.
Well, but what I haven't seen from the Springboks, and I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but what I haven't seen is consistency.
Yep.
I've seen 12 changes to each team. 12. That's over 53% of the changes to a team each
I love
week.
when you do maths, Kev.
But it's kind of easy to me. But anyway, it's probably someone's going to now get on a computer and go, I know it's 52.75 or whatever.
Yeah.
The point is, with the Boks, I've been disappointed. I was mortified with, hence the tattoo, which still hurts, by the way, to see us blow a 22-point lead. I think the whole country was in mourning because Drickus got panel beaten, kinda, or smothered in the night. It was really a dark day for South Africa 2 weeks ago. Getting 200 to 1 was the odds on South Africa losing at halftime, 22 to 5 up. 200 to 1.
Beautiful. Missed opportunities.
Well, yeah, foresight, hindsight's a great vision.
2020.
That's no 25-20. 25-20.
30%.
We're talking eagle vision. They can see a mice from 7 miles away. So so that's my point is the inconsistency, the chopping and changing, and maybe it's part of a bigger plan with Rassi, because you can't deny his genius. But I think what people want this week is to see the best team that we have run out there. It's like, because we've had an easy schedule. No one's really taken apart the team or looked at the team and said why? No one's done that. They've just allowed the thing to go. But now we're playing New Zealand, and we know as South Africans, we do not, and I'm not South African, but I'm a fan. We want to see the best team run out there on Saturday.
Yes, we do, Kev. And I mean, I am 99% sure that Rassi is going to pick who he thinks is the best team to beat this All Blacks team this week. We'll only see that team later in the week, so it'll be a lot of speculation between now and then about the Boks chances. And
isn't it interesting? Sorry. Isn't it interesting as he released the team? Now, last week he released it by Monday, I think.
He's been doing that for ages, but not this week.
No, why?
Well, I think it's all part of the mind games, I suppose, isn't it? So it's going to be interesting to see who he selects, what that means for their sort of tactical combinations. I think the Boks are slight underdogs in this match.
1.65 for if you bet on New Zealand, 2.5 if you bet on South Africa. So they're slight underdogs. The handicap is -3.5 to get an 86% return on your money. So it's tight.
Yeah.
I
think the Boks.
It's tighter than a priest's wallet at Easter.
Oh wow, haven't heard that one before.
Well, no.
There we go.
I just made it up.
Just made it up. Kev, I have felt like the Boks are deserved double world champions, the best team in the world. But they have been inconsistent for some time. The All Blacks have also been inconsistent, just coming off their historic first loss against Argentina.
I mean, if you look at Razor Ruddock, when he came in, I thought we were in trouble.
Yeah, Robinson.
Razor Ruddock, boxer.
Razor Robinson, 100%. You just don't really know where these two teams are right now. And in that situation, for me, I feel like history is the tiebreaker. You don't just go to Eden Park and win. They've proven it. For the better part of 40 years or whatever it is, 30 years, haven't lost their 50 tests. I think the Boks have got their work cut out for them, not because they're not on paper a better team, but they lead up to this. They haven't built the cohesion and the momentum and the self-confidence that I think you need to beat any All Blacks team at Eden Park.
I suppose today being Monday and looking at these odds and talking about them, we have to see where the smart money's going, what they say the smart money. Where the real money's going, and that moves markets.
It'll shift it, right?
Yeah, it'll shift the market. So, I think that they're spot on with their betting. I understand the 1.65. I understand the -3.5. I understand. I don't know. I can't say in every other game like the Babas and all this stuff. I said no. This is where it's going to go, and it did go that way overwhelmingly. I suppose it depends on what they releases the team. Now, I expect Rassi to stop the games, and put out the best team possible. I can't see him not doing that. This week, the microscope is very, very focused, isn't it?
Yep.
So, I think that the Boks can win this game.
Boks can definitely win this game.
I think they should be. I think that when you look at this is a coin toss, right? Yeah?
Okay.
Now, if I say to you, I'll give you 65% if it lands on tails, or I'll give you 150 if it lands on heads.
That's exactly how I'm thinking, Kev.
How are you betting?
I'm taking the 165.
Exactly.
Totally.
So
and that's why for me, this handicap, I'll back the Boks to cover that. If you're going to spot the Boks some points going into this game, I would take that handicap. I think the Boks have a better chance of beating the All Blacks by losing to the All Blacks by 3.5 points than the All Blacks have of beating the Boks by 3.5 points.
Look, it's going to be Springboks versus the All Blacks. It doesn't get bigger in rugby than that.
Exactly.
So my thing is that you have to. if you're going to get 65 cents for a tail,
yep,
and 165 for a head, you've got to back the head. You got to back the Boks.
Totally.
You have to back the Boks.
Yep.
Yeah. It also comes with the factor of feel good and let's win. So that's my opinion. I hope Rossi gets it right. I hope we have a fantastic game, and you got to take tails and back it for 150. Sorry, that's the odds. 150. I'll take $1.50 as opposed to 65 cents on the flip of a coin.
Right. So that's that game. You said tails. Wallabies hosting the Pumas in the early game, 6:30 kickoff Saturday morning. What are your thoughts on that one?
What is the odds?
Well, Australia are 6.5-point favorites to beat the Pumas.
Jeez,
Pumas have only ever beaten Australia 3 times in Australia in 21 tests.
Well, that's not bad. I don't. A lot of credit was given to Australia, and certainly I've ended up with a tattoo. So I'm not. I've been beaten to death over this thing. How good are Australia? Look, if Australia clean out Argentina, then I think, okay, they're turning the corner. But they could easily lose this game.
That's how I think.
And how good are Australia? Because there's all this talk about them. We were lucky to beat them in the second game, I agree. We lost them in the first game playing some stupid rugby. Agree. What I really want to see is again them playing New Zealand. So I would take the 6.5 points plus for Argentina if I'm betting. But I haven't bet yet. I will do another show with you, our last show on Thursday, where I will bet and tell you where my money is, because that's what I do. I'm out there. I put it out there, and it's like, I'm massively successful at it. But I'll have to have a look and do some reading and research. But my gut feel is that will probably drift out to 7 or 8.5. So I wouldn't take the 6.5 right now. I would wait for it to drift out.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Good thinking.
So, yeah, Argentina in with a chance. When they play well. They beat New Zealand at home. I don't think that Australia's beating New Zealand at home. So that's my view on it, bud.
Yeah. Better Cup stays in New Zealand for another year.
They've taken up residency there, bud.
I don't even think they should play for it.
They bought a house.
Just retire it. Yeah, exactly.
They took out a house, the mortgage payment. They're done. They're not going anywhere this year.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, bud, I've always enjoyed the shows, and I know this is one of our last ones, so I want to thank you for everything.
Thank you, Kev. It's been great, man. It's been good fun.
Yeah, and best of luck in the future. I'm going to miss you.
Not forever.
Like the desert misses the rain. I can sing that for you if you want, bud.
Okay, let's do it after the show. Have some mercy on these people.
But I haven't showed them the tattoo. I got to do some sit-ups before that, hey?
Beautiful.
But I've really enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thanks, Kev.
I'll always love your insight, and you're a legend.
Thank you, mate.
You're welcome, my man. God bless you.